Hi, let's see one of the gate question which was asked in the year 2006. Consider the C code to swap two integers and these five statements like this they have given S1, S2, S3, S4 and S5. So which of these are correct? That is what they are asking. Okay, so they have given simple function. The function name is swap and they have taken two parameters. Both parameters are accepting integer pointers. Okay, and they are trying to perform swapping of those two data, right? So which is same as like swapping of two integer data, am I right? Yes. So basically if you would like to swap two data like a and b, we are going to take some temporary variable temp and then a equal to b and then b equal to temp. This is the one way of writing, right? Actually this way of writing is meant for swapping of two numbers with the help of third variable, or we can go with uh, without using third variable. That means simply we can write a equal to a minus b equal to a plus b and a equal to b minus a, b minus a. Guys, here I didn't by heart it. I just made a replica of this one, right? Made replica of this one, meaning that this is the code for swapping of two numbers without using third variable. So for example, if we take a equal to 5, b equal to 6, right? So a equal to uh, observe here uh, a minus b. A minus b means what? Minus 1. Minus 1 is going to copy it into a variable, and then b equal to a plus b, meaning that minus 1 plus 6 is 5, plus 6 is 5, and then a equal to b minus a, meaning that 5 minus of minus 1 is 6. So that will be updated here. So observe here, previously we have the values like 5 and 6. After performing these three lines of code, we swap out those two values. The same code they return with the help of pointers, right? So so is there any compilation error we are going to get, right? Compilation error means if you are going to violate any kind of syntactical errors, syntax errors, then only you will get compilation error. So there are no syntax errors, so you won't get any kind of compilation error. Okay, coming to second statement, may generate a segmentation fault at runtime depending upon the arguments passed. Guys, here you have to understand the meaning of segmentation fault. Guys, if you observe, if there exists any memory, if there exists any memory, so here segmentation fault means it's also kind of an error, like when you are trying to access the part of the memory, where you don't have any kind of permission, to access it, then you will get segmentation fault error. Like simple, in simple words, if you would like to say, if you are going to give certain accessing of certain memory location where you are not having any kind of access, then we can call it as, we can get segmentation fault error. Okay, so with respect to this program, what situation you are going to get na? So when user tries to pass, swap of 100 comma 200, right? In the previous various kind of gate examples also we have seen 100 means a kind of an address. That is what our assumption. But in terms of system, if I am going to pass 100 comma 200, these are what? These both are constants. These both are constant. But we are thinking that it's a kind of address. But this px can hold 100, can hold 100, right? Now in the compiler will think that it's an address and trying to access it. So in order to access it, it is going to make it as a star px, right? So trying to get some constant data, meaning that when your pointer is going to point it to any kind of constants, or it's any kind of invalid data, then you are going to get segmentation fault when you are working with the pointers. So option S2 is true. So your program may generate segmentation fault. Okay, fine. Coming to third one, correctly implements the swap procedure for all input pointers referring to integers stored in memory locations accessible to the process. Yes, obviously, like, so what they are trying to say, so we have two values, one is a with a value 5, another is b with a value 6, and you know it's having its own addresses. Those addresses I am passing, right? As I am passing address of a comma address of b, both are of type integers, so I am going to make use of here swap, right? Correctly implement swap procedure for all input pointers. For all input pointers referring to integers stored in the memory locations accessible to the pointer, right? So when you are going to do like this, it will be connected like this. It will be connected like this, right? So now it is going to perform swap star px minus star py, meaning that they are going to simply perform the operations like 5 minus 6, that will be updated in the star px, meaning that here only it will be updated. So here it will get the value as minus 1, and here you will get the value as 5, here you will get the value of 6. That is what these statements are going to do. Okay, fine, up to here it is okay. So but they have given here one sentence that is for all kind of input pointers, for all kind of input pointer. Guys, if you observe here, so the maximum range of integer variable is 32,768 is the, okay, so this is the negative maximum value, and positive maximum value is 32,767, 767, right? So if you are going to take the maximum positive value 32,767 as b variable and minus 32,768 as a variable, then when you are trying to perform minus operation, right, meaning that minus 32,768 minus 32,767, which you are going to get as minus 65,000 around something, right? 65,535 I think, which is not the range of integers, right? So your program cannot able to swap, right? Meaning that this minus 65,535 cannot able to store in a particular variable, in a particular single variable like a or like b. So is it possible at the end of this operation, is it possible like are you going to get any kind of swapping done? No, because we are losing the data already. So if you are going to lose the data and you are trying to perform some kind of operation, obviously you can't deal the result. So option S3 is not going to satisfy for all kind of inputs, but it can be satisfied for some kind of inputs. That is what they are saying, right? Option S4 implements the swap procedure correctly for some but not for all valid input pointers. So option S4 is true, right? And take out S5 may add or subtract integers and pointers. Obviously this is direct statement, no need of any explanation required. So S5 is false. So S2 and S4 are correct. Whichever are the options are there, that is correct. So option C contains S2 and S4. These two are correct. Okay. I hope you understood clearly. Thank you.